Manchester United are facing another huge summer of important decisions as Michael Carrick continues building a squad capable of taking the club back to the very top of English football. With new signings already arriving, several major transfer targets being discussed, and some big names facing uncertain futures, the next few weeks could have a massive influence on the direction of the club. One of the biggest stories surrounding Old Trafford remains the future of Marcus Rashford. According to reports, Rashford remains available for transfer as Manchester United continue to explore the possibility of a summer move. However, if no suitable transfer materialises, plans are reportedly already in place to reintegrate him into Michael Carrick's first-team squad. That could create one of the most fascinating talking points of the entire summer. However, there are also important questions. Would Rashford be fully committed to fighting for his place? Would he accept competition from the new attacking players? Could his return affect the atmosphere inside the dressing room? And if United are planning to sign another high-profile winger such as Rafael Leao, would there be enough space for everyone? In my opinion, Manchester United should not allow Rashford to return automatically, simply because a transfer fails to happen. His return should depend on clear discussions with Michael Carrick and the club. If Rashford is ready to work, ready to compete, and ready to give everything for the badge, then he should be given a fair opportunity. But if both sides believe the relationship has reached its natural conclusion, then United should look for the right permanent deal rather than allowing uncertainty to continue throughout the season. The midfield is another area where United must make a major decision. The club are reportedly considering several different profiles, and each option could bring something unique to Michael Carrick's team. The names being discussed include Carlos Baleba, Aurélien Tchouaméni, and Manu Koné. All three are talented midfielders, but they offer different qualities, different levels of experience, and different tactical possibilities. First, there is Carlos Baleba. The young midfielder is reportedly keen on Manchester United, with personal terms said to have already been agreed. At only 22 years old, Baleba has already shown that he can handle the intensity and physical demands of Premier League football. He is powerful, energetic, aggressive in midfield, and capable of carrying the ball through pressure. His ability to cover large areas of the pitch could make him an excellent fit for a high-energy Manchester United side. Baleba is not simply a player who sits deep and waits for the ball. He can drive forward, win challenges, recover possession, and help the team move quickly from defense into attack. His age is also a major advantage. If United complete the deal, they could be signing a midfielder capable of becoming a key figure at Old Trafford for many years. The biggest question is whether United can complete a deal at a reasonable price. Brighton are known for demanding strong fees for their best players, and United must be careful not to allow the price to become excessive. But from a football perspective, Baleba could be one of the most exciting long-term midfield signings available. Then there is Aurélien Tchouaméni, a player with elite-level experience. The French midfielder is a Champions League winner and has performed on some of the biggest stages in world football. At 26 years old, he could offer the perfect combination of quality, maturity, and experience. Tchouaméni is strong in defensive midfield, intelligent in his positioning, and comfortable receiving the ball under pressure. United have been searching for a long-term replacement for Casemiro, and Tchouaméni has many of the qualities needed to control that role. He can protect the defence, break up opposition attacks, win aerial battles, and provide calmness in possession. He understands the demands of elite football and would not need years to learn how to compete at the highest level. But a move for Tchouaméni could be extremely difficult. His quality is unquestionable, yet United would need to understand whether he is genuinely available and whether the financial package would make sense. If there is a realistic opportunity, he could be one of the most complete midfield signings Manchester United could make. Manu Koné is another interesting option. At 25 years old, he is entering an important stage of his career and has developed into a versatile, powerful, and technically capable midfielder. Reports suggest United have already approached the player's camp, showing that the club are seriously exploring the possibility of a move. Kone can operate in different midfield roles. He has the strength to compete physically, the mobility to cover space, and the technical ability to progress the ball. His performances on the international stage have also increased his reputation. He could bring energy and balance to Carrick's midfield while offering flexibility in different tactical systems. However, the question is whether Kone is the specialist defensive midfielder United need, or whether he would be better as part of a midfield partnership. He may be a more balanced and versatile option than a traditional holding midfielder, but United must decide exactly what profile is missing from the squad. If I had to choose purely based on Manchester United's long-term project, Carlos Baleba would be an extremely exciting signing. He is Premier League proven, only 22 years old, and has the physical qualities needed to become a dominant midfielder for many seasons. His energy could suit Michael Carrick's style, especially if United want to play with intensity, press aggressively, and attack quickly. However, if United want immediate experience and a proven elite-level controller, Tchouaméni could be the strongest choice. He may be closer to the finished product and could provide the authority United have sometimes lacked in big matches. Manu Kone may be the most balanced option, offering versatility, power, and tactical flexibility. Would you choose Carlos Baleba because of his age, Premier League experience, and long-term potential? Would you choose Aurélien Tchouaméni because he is an established elite midfielder and a possible successor to Casemiro? Or would Manu Kone be the best all-round option for Michael Carrick's system? The debate does not stop there because Manchester United are also monitoring Rafael Leao. According to reports, the AC Milan winger wants to leave the club this summer, although Milan have not yet received a concrete offer. United have reportedly made inquiries through the player's representatives, while Milan are believed to be seeking around €60 million, but could potentially accept a fee closer to €50 million. Leao would bring genuine star quality to the Manchester United attack. He is quick, powerful, unpredictable, and capable of creating something from almost nothing. His ability to carry the ball at speed could make him a nightmare for Premier League defenders. He is comfortable attacking from the left, cutting inside, and using his strength to protect the ball. Imagine Leao running at defenders at Old Trafford, with United supporters rising from their seats every time he receives the ball. His pace could stretch defensive lines and create more space for the central attackers. In matches where United struggle to break down a deep block, Leao could provide the individual brilliance needed to change the game. But there are tactical questions. Would he work hard enough without the ball? Could he adapt to Michael Carrick's demands? Would his arrival affect the future of Rashford? And would United be better served by investing heavily in midfield and defence before adding another expensive attacking player? In my opinion, €50 million for a player of Leao's ability could be an attractive opportunity if the club believe he fits the system. But United should not sign a player only because of his reputation. The recruitment team must be certain that he can contribute consistently, work within the tactical structure, and provide the intensity needed in English football. Manchester United are also reportedly considering a move for Tyler Adams as the club continue looking for further midfield strength, despite already securing the signings of Andre Santos and Yuri Tielemans. Adams could bring energy, leadership, pressing and defensive discipline. He understands Premier League football and could provide useful balance to the squad. However, United must ask whether Adams is a first-choice solution or a strong squad option. With Santos and Tielemans already arriving, the club may need a specialist defensive midfielder capable of controlling the biggest matches. Adams could be valuable because of his work rate and tactical intelligence, but the recruitment team must decide whether he is the player who raises the starting 11 or adds depth to the squad. Another surprise report suggests Manchester United are considering a move for Miles Lewis-Skelly from Arsenal. The young player is highly talented and has shown impressive confidence, technical quality and versatility. He could offer long-term potential, but any move would be extremely complicated, particularly because of his connection to Arsenal. Would Arsenal even consider allowing such a talented young player to join a direct Premier League rival? Would United be able to offer a clear pathway into the first team? And is this a realistic opportunity or simply an early-stage inquiry? Joshua Zirkzee is also attracting interest. Ajax have reportedly made inquiries to Manchester United, while AS Roma, Como, Juventus and 2 Premier League clubs are said to be monitoring the striker. Ajax have asked about United's position, although a return to Amsterdam.